everybody, it's your girl Lauren here for the Cultural Divide Experiment at the Culturfied International Children's Festival at the Ronald Reagan Building in Washington, D.C. I am here with the lovely, esteemed, very accomplished Miss Marcia Dyson, and she is one of the cultivators of this festival. Ms. Dyson, can you talk to us about the international, actually first talk to us about Culturfied, the importance of the foundation and what you all do.
I do work around the world, in Africa, the Caribbean, and the Middle East, and around our own cities in the United States. And the thing that I greatly lament the most is the fact that I see children everywhere not having the education, not only for literacy, but understanding the world in which they live, which is so important, not for tolerance, but for scholarship. And I also think that when we look at the culture of hate that's been permeated without our country and the conflicts in other countries, most of it is out of ignorance, not intolerance. And so Culturfied to me means the understanding, first loving you, and what your ethnicity and your upbringing, your socialization has to offer, and its sweet fragrances and differences and sights and smells, and how you blend that with the world to be a great aroma. And so what I love about the Culturfied Foundation, what Millie has done, is that she has allowed an opportunity to reinaugurate and relaunch this idea that these children can be global citizens. I mean, you're young enough to know there was a hip-hopper who said, I think it was, I don't know if it was Tom Jordan, who said, whose world is this? And the world is mine,
the world
is mine. And I realized that a lot of these kids had not gotten out of the quadrant if they were in D.C., never went across the state line in this tri-state which we live, and surely never been across the pond in another continent. So I'm glad for that, but it's also a literacy opportunity too. They're getting to learn the languages. They're getting to see sometimes where the dances have come. I know Beyonce does the shoulder thing. I mean, girl, that's Ethiopia.
It is.
Okay, Kenya, that like, that's Kenya.
Yes, it is.
So when we see all the blends of all of this and the flavor of the chilies from Bolivia and the texture and textiles and the beautiful head wraps that some of the women are wearing from the Middle East, all these allow the children to know that for me as a minister, and it is Sunday here, that we're all kind of this beautiful oasis of flowers that God has given us, and there's differences. But the dandelion is no different than a lily. A rose is no different than a persimmon. So what I'm saying is that we need this blending of these cultures together so that we can have a sweet understanding what our world is really like, and not being dictated by media who itself might be narrow-minded in how it presents itself.
One of the things that we do with the Cultural Divide Experiment, our focus is, like we like to say, shattering stereotypes.
Absolutely.
Bringing down the veil of what divides us amongst cultures, and trying to find opportunities to link us together for healing, for the purpose of healing. We want to be a part of the conversation to not only transform our nation, but to take us to the next step of moving together in a more cohesive manner. Talk to us about what success looks like to you as far as it relates to this festival.
Well, I'm looking now as this team of USA wearing garb wearing students are coming down. I'm looking at the girls in their head wraps in the Middle East. I'm seeing the children from the very areas here in the DMV area, coming together. So I think they're picking up the pieces that we have left behind. There was something very important for the movie Black Panther that I saw. And when T'Challa went back in time and he met his elder, he said, you know what? Sometimes the elders didn't get it right.
It's true.
And because this world is supposed to be such a small world and fractured, Culturfied Foundation, what you're doing too, I absolutely respect what you're doing in trying to make this even greater and larger and a larger audience for this, not just a one-day annual event, but every time in which you can air this thing, that we constantly need those kind of platforms.
Talk to us about, you were recently doing something at work with education in New York. Can you talk to us about what you just came back from?
I'm very close to the State of Culture, which is one of the few embassies that's actually a paid sponsor here today. And Sheikha Moza, who is the former Emir's wife, has a foundation called Education Above All. And in 2012, she launched this program because she realized that there were 62 million children not educated. Didn't count for the 200 million who in that group who also went to school who were still illiterate. And she wanted to take it on to make sure that the world's children was educated. In the Middle East, They know about border conflicts. They know about children, like with the Kurdish children and the refugees from Syria, how that lacks education. It's something I saw that devastated me as well. So last night what she did was to announce that since her launch in 2012, that actually 10 million children are now in classrooms around the world.
That's awesome.
That is very awesome.
Yes.
And Sheikh Mosa also informed our former First Lady Michelle Obama. If you remember when Michelle Obama went to Qatar, Michelle came back with Let Girls Learn. And I think that was from the efforts of Sheikh Mosa and her influence upon her. And then too, when you look at Rihanna, who's also working with the Qatar Foundation, when she called the presidents up in the world saying, educate your children, because the one thing that I do say is incumbent upon every leader to make sure that children are educated, because as Frederick Douglass, Richard Carson, that education unfits a child for slavery. And today we do still have slavery, but we have a mental slavery, we have a social slavery, we have a gender slavery, sexual orientation. We have these imprisonments, that these sort of things that Millie is doing today and what you do with your platform to break us out of that so we can be out the box and free floating citizens globally. So I thank you.
No, thank you, Ms. Dyson. I'm like I'm having a little stand moment, even though she is lovely and she's a friend, and every time I engage with her, she's been providing knowledge, and so I get very excited. Talk to us about what people who are watching, because we're going to put this out there, talk about what they can do to kind of expand this conversation of removing the veil of cultures and connecting more as humans and rather as the differences that divide us. What should people be doing to get involved?
Besides going to a different ethnic restaurant and tasting the food, I think that we should make sure our children, and maybe we should too, learn another language.
Yes.
I think that we should find periodicals and television stations where the representative of that other person or other country, that we can hear from them authentically what their world and life is like. I think that they too should become global explorers. I think that they should make their vacations not just touristy, but also go into the nooks and crannies of that country to really learn about it, because it broadens your world. You'd be surprised at things that you learn. My work in Haiti, made me think about the techniques that you need to survive any natural disaster. It's not about them being a praying people. It's the people that, imagine, in 35 seconds, 250,000 people died. 9/11, we had 3,000 people died. All respect to everybody who died, but we couldn't get over that. Those people in Haiti got up and rebuilt their country. They didn't have therapists to do it. So they had to come back with this resilience. So I learned that strength. I'm saying, like, I can do anything. Or when I'm in refugee camps in the Middle East, and I see these children making toys out of nothing. Or when you see mothers making, like my mother had to say in the 50s, a way out of no way. It gives you this thing that at the end of the day, if something happens, a natural disaster, the humanity of our differences is melted away. And blown away like a hurricane, washed away like a cyclone. And we have to come and really base upon our being survive with one another without it being like a Lord of the Flies reality.
I can't say that any more articulate than that. Our differences being washed away, and that's what we aim to do here at the Cultural Divide Experiment. Well, thank you, Ms. Dyson, for everything.
Thank you, love. Thank you so much.
And we'll be back with more. See you guys soon.